Hello and welcome to the Plays the Thing. My name's Matt. In today's video, I'm continuing playing FATEFORGE Chronicles of Kaan, which I unboxed and reboxed yesterday in one video, and then started playing in another video, and I enjoyed it so much that when I realised I hadn't scheduled anything for today, I decided that I would continue playing. I wanted to continue playing anyway, so it just seemed like the best thing to do. I'm not going to be able to play it over the next couple of days, at least online, because I'm playing other stuff, Tidal Blades and Slay the Spire, which I'm looking forward to getting back to as well. So at the end, if you haven't watched any of my playthrough, there is another video which you can go and watch, part 1. So go and watch that. And of course, spoilers from here on in. So at the end of the last video yesterday, we had gone into Isafir. We had annoyed some guards, and then we had a fight which we ran away from, and then we followed a cat, and the cat told us to go a friend of the cat told us to go and get this artifact from the Emperor's Guard, which we duly did, and now a group of bandits have cornered us in the street, so we are going to have to fight them. So just going to load the campaign. Yeah, so a gang of bandits ambush you in an attempt to rob you of the artifact you just stole. Survive the ambush and escape from one of the 2 streets that lead you out of this mess. Okay. So enemy abilities in this combat. Some enemies in this fight have special abilities. These are explained on the respective enemy cards. So we have stealth. Cannot be targeted if there are other enemies in this zone unless they also have stealth. Okay, so stealthy heroes, but we don't have one of those. Blocker, heroes in the same zone cannot leave voluntarily. We've had that before. Stealth. Same thing. Stealth. Alright, it's just telling us these characters have stealth. So we need to take out other enemies to be able to attack the ones with stealth. And the purple target has armor piercing. When this enemy does damage to a hero, that hero cannot use blocks and armor to reduce the damage. Okay, yes, so we need to be careful. So the robbers robbed, yes, because we robbed. So we have to find these cards. So let's go to the table and I can show you what they are. So here's my cup of tea. So we need 373. Oh, we're looking at these the wrong way around. 373, which is guard dog. We need 310. Which is the saboteur who has stealth. Then we need 312, which is the recruit. Then we need 314, which is the bruiser. So they have 1 armor and 2 health. And then we have 316, which is the assassin. This is our first brown enemy. So the assassin moves and attacks for 1. Yeah, they're quick. They move around quickly and can't be targeted if there are other enemies in this zone. Unless they also have stealth. I see, yeah. And then we have 318, which is the gang leader. Okay, and then other cards are the strange artifact which Varsha has on him. So that's all the cards we need. And then general tokens, we they're over here. So, general tokens. We need a start token, an A and a B exit token, A and B exit, and we need A and B chest. So that's all the tokens we need. Oh, and then enemy tokens. Okay. So enemy tokens, we need 3 dogs. 1 guard dog, 2 guard dogs. Oh, that's not a guard dog. 3 guard dogs. And then what else? 4 blue. Don't think it's any of those. These seem to be animal or non-humanoid type from this box. Not from that box. Not from that box. I'm hoping they're kind of all in the same boxes. I think they probably are. Yeah, so we need 3 blue. Yeah. 4 blue. I'm just going to open this up a little bit. Oops. So 4 blue of these ones. 1. They are the saboteurs. 3, 4, and 7. The red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 3 assassins who are green. No, brown, aren't they? Yes, brown. 1, 2, 3. And 1 mean-looking gang leader. So that's all the ones we need, apparently. Sip of tea. Gems and food. We will put those down when we do the layout. We can look at the layout here. Wow. How will we fit this on the table? I think we should do this now. So I'm going to move all the baddies out of the way. Move everything out of the way, basically. And we'll put our stuff up there. And we're going to put all these up in this corner. White, blue, red. Green, brown, and we'll put the gang leader here. Okay, so the layout is these ones. So we need A1, which is this one. I think we should do it this way. I'm not sure this is going to completely fit on. So we do it this way. So if we put this just slightly off, yes, slightly off for you. And then we have a corner, A11, which goes like that. And then this one, which goes like that. Is that right? Yeah. So this goes up here. And then we have 3 of these. So that's A2. A3. And we need to fit another one on. So I'm just going to have to move this up a bit. I can do this though. Tell you what, I'm going to do that. That actually makes sense, doesn't it? Yes, that would work. So those 3, and then we have A6. No, this isn't going to fit on. A6. The other corner. A16. It's going there. I'm just wondering whether it would work the other way. I'm going to move this like this. Oops. And then move this. Like this. That goes there. That goes there. None of these are going to fit on. another corner there. And then I think we'll have to put this one kind of floating like this. So let me just put a couple of these here. So this connects to this. Okay, so then we can move all of this a little bit down. Wow, a lot of stuff. Okay, and then let's put, it's a little bit skew. There's one chest in here, one chest in here, and then a entrance here, and where's the other one? The entrance there. Okay, and then let's put some guard dogs down. So there's one here, there's one up in here which you can only just see, and there's one in here, and then blue. So these are saboteurs, one there, one there, one there, one there. And, oh, bruisers we didn't get out. 3 bruisers. Okay, bruisers, where are you going? One here. One in there. And this blue one is in charge of this exit. Where's the other green? Oh, there. In there. Yep. The brown assassins. One in there. One in here. One in there. And then all these red chaps. And the start token. Ooh, we're starting here. So red, one there, one there, one in that place you can't see, one in there, one in there, one in there, and one in there. Okay, I think, oh, and the gang leader also goes in there. So, yeah, I don't know why it looks so skew if. It's annoying me. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. There's a lot of enemies in here. So we click next. Main objectives. The hero carrying the stolen artifact must not get knocked out, which is Varsha. Leave from any exit. Complete all main objectives to succeed. Okay, so Varsha needs to survive, and we need to get to one of these 2 exits. One seems easier because one is with the gang leader here and protected, and this one is unprotected. So yeah, that seems a bit easier. Special rules. Decide which hero is carrying the artifact and place the artifact card in their backpack. Yeah, so in between attacks, combats, you can change around weapons and anything. You can trade anything, basically. And so yesterday, Keelar the Shaman had this sword. This is Officer's Yataghan, but I've now given it to Varsha because he's just a bit of a tank, and it seems better. This die that it gives me, it has 4 potential attacks on it. It has 2 misses, but the Yataghan also lets me roll one of those misses, so I get another chance if I get a miss. So if I need to do a lot of damage as Varsha, it'd be quite a good one to use. I can only roll 4 dice at any time, but I can swap out one of these sort of melee dice if I don't need to move and I just need to hit people. You know, that would be quite a good plan. Okay, so we've got 4 rounds. So we start here, both of us. Also, we need to bear in mind that we don't want to lose too much life. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that we will have a rest after this. I think it's generally 3 battles and you have a rest. But even so, so gosh, yes, we've got a lot. We've got guard dogs and recruits around us. The guard dogs attack in their space, and then they move 1 and attack. Whereas the recruits, which are the red enemies, they will attack and then they just move. So that's not too bad. The bruisers, the green ones, they never move unless they do a reaction that makes them move. The gang leader moves all the time. The assassin moves all the time if they're 2 away. The saboteur, stealth, cannot be targeted if there are other blah blah blah. And if they're 1 away from one of us, they will throw some knives. And if they are in our space, they will move towards A, which is interesting. Yeah, A, B, A and B. Just checking. I've got them in the right place. So it's the preparation phase. So we roll our die. So the Shaman has had a bad roll. Has rolled 2 misses and 2 moves. So let's... I'm not going to use my Yatagami yet. So he got 2 attacks and 2 moves. I think I'm going to spend 1 energy to re-roll my 2 misses. And I get 1 miss and attack. Oop. So I can convert that miss into a focus, and I can use that focus to do another attack. I think we're not going to move. We're not going to do our dash because we've got lots of move, and also it means Varsha gets a block, and we need to keep Varsha alive. So it's enemy reactions first. So this is our player order. So we start the we start the action phase. Oh, I haven't put the jewels on. We've got 3 here. And 1 up here, and 1 here, and 1 here. Okay. So it's enemy reactions first. So the saboteur, if there's a saboteur 1 away, it will do a ranged attack. If it's 0 away, it will do an attack. But there are no saboteurs 1 away from either of my heroes. And then the bruiser will attack, or if there's one away from us, it will gain a block. But no. So neither of those go. So now it's Varsha's turn. So we can decide which way we're going to go, basically. So the blue, green, and purple cannot be targeted. In a way, I'm almost tempted to go this way, because even though This would be quite hard because this gang leader is tough. But if we go this way, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way. But really, we will want to go in here to get this. Okay, so he has 1 block. These guys can't do ranged attacks, but they can move and hit us. So I think, unfortunately, we don't have any ranged attack, either of us. But I think what I'm going to do, so the mercenary, Barsha, will move in here. I should put some block out as well, actually. So the bruisers all have 1 block, 1 armor, I should say. And the gang leader does as well. You see, I could move in here and kill the assassin. No, I can't because they have stealth. So I'd need to kill the bruiser first. So I'm going to take damage, I think, whatever happens. So I'm going to do 1 damage to the recruit. And then I'm going to move again into here, and I'm going to attack the bruiser and take his block away, his armor. And that's my 4 that I can do. I have 1 block, so that's good. Yeah, Saboteur can't be targeted, but the bruisers can because they're shields basically. Okay, so that is Varsha's turn, and then Keeler. So Keeler could move 1, 2 and kill that bruiser. And this Saboteur is going to run away towards towards here. Not attack us. And this bruiser is not moving. This Saboteur will move but won't catch us up. Yeah, I think that's quite a good idea. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 moves. 1, 2. And I'm going to convert that miss into a focus and convert that focus into an attack. So I'm going to do 2 attacks on that bruiser. 1, 2, which kills it. And that is the end of my turn. And, oh no, we can't pick up that jewel yet. So we have gone, so we start the enemy turns. They all perform a move. So, guard dogs, range of 2. There are no guard dogs in a range of 2. 1, 2. Saboteurs, 1 away. No, but there is this one which is 0. It's in our space, so it's going to move towards the A. Oh, sorry. Going to move towards the A, so it's going to go here. And recruits will attack in a space, or if they're 1 away from us, they will move towards us. So this recruit is moving in here, and no other recruits move. Bruisers, if they were in the space, they would attack, but they don't. Assassins. So assassins, they're going to, this assassin is 1 away, so it's going to move into our space, and it will attack Varsha, who has a block. That's all right, isn't it? Yes, it's only the gang leader that has armor piercing. And then this assassin is 2 away, so they're going to move 1 towards us. And then the gang leader does nothing. So we do clean up. No one's dead. Return block. Remove any stun. Remove red damage. Yeah, none of that. So that's the end of round 1. Oh. Okay. The artifact comes to life. You are startled by a violent movement at your side. Your hand reaches into the pouch where you put the stolen artifact. It's vibrating with a surprising force, its blue veins glowing. You pull the artifact out and hold it away from you, unsure what to do. Suddenly, it almost leaps out of your hand as it emanates a loud cracking noise. The ground splits a meter, creating a rough crevice that arcs in 2 directions. Then the vibrating stops and the glow subsides. Difficult terrain. Read rule 3 in the rule unlocks section. Okay, so this is new. Zones marked by a difficult terrain token slow heroes down. You cannot dash out of a difficult terrain zone. You need to spend anything result in anything apart from a miss, in addition to the standard move action to leave a zone with difficult terrain on it. Okay. Take 2 difficult terrain tokens and place them in 2 different zones that are adjacent to the hero carrying the artifact, if possible. Each enemy and hero in those zones suffers 1 damage. Okay, so this is the difficult terrain symbol, and we place them in the 2 2 different zones that are adjacent to the hero carrying the artifact. So I'm glad we're together. So this is now difficult terrain, and this is now difficult terrain because that's connected. And this assassin takes 1 damage. And this saboteur takes 1 damage, which kills it. So that's good. Ooh, the artifact. Okay, so round 2. I was planning on going back to this room to get this. But now I have to use 2 symbols to get through there. Anyway, preparation. So we will roll our die. Wow. And I think we don't need to move so much. I'm going to roll my officers yet again. Okay, so we've got 3 hits and a miss, but we could re-roll these. But actually, I've got 1 ranged attack which would kill this assassin. So I'm going to use Shaman's Vigor, which is during preparation you may discard a miss and allow another hero to re-roll a miss. So I'm going to have Varsha re-roll this, and it's another attack. So Varsha has potentially 4 attacks. This one has a move on it as well. But to move into that space would... What was the rule? Yeah, so it's moving out of difficult terrain when we have to pay 2 and we can't dash. So we could dash now, but we're not going to. So that means that Varsha gets his block back. And I have my Blessed Pendant where I can re-roll a miss once per combat, but it would give me... I can still use my Power Chant. What have we got here? We've got an Assassin for 2 health and a Recruit for 1. And Keelar can kill that. Do I need to re-roll it? It's what I'm thinking. I think I will. I'm going to use my Blessed Pendant and re-roll this die. Oh good, and we get a move. Okay. And then we have to decide if we're going to dash. We can dash from this spot, but not the 2 adjacent ones now. But no, we're not going to. Yeah, we've decided that we're not going to. Shaman's not going to, because I want to take out that. Yeah, so there we go. So it's enemy reactions again first. And who's going to go first? Let's have the Shaman going first. Okay. So we start the action phase. No one's got any duels or no. Show enemy reactions. So it's the guard dogs this time. But they are all 3 away, so they are not moving. And red guards, the recruits. So this recruit is attacking, and there is 1 in our space. So it's going to attack. I keep forgetting when there isn't enemy reactions. Refer to targeting heroes on page 17. Okay, I will. The players may choose which hero the enemy will target from the heroes within range of the activated enemy action as long as that hero is an eligible target. Okay, so let's attack Varsha, and he has a block. So now it's the Shaman. So the Shaman is going to do 1 ranged attack on this assassin, and it kills that assassin. And then we've got 2 moves. We've still got 2 action phases after this. So I think... I'm going to move. I'm going to use one of these moves to move into here. The only problem with this plan is I've got to do 3 damage to this bruiser to kill it. I think it's worth it though. And I've got 1 more move, but I can't move out of here. I've got to have another symbol to do that. So I lose that move. And then it's Varsha. So Varsha will kill the assassin for 2. Kill the recruit for 1 using my officer's Yataghan. And then I have... Oh, and I get this jewel. So we mark one of those. I have 1 move. I think I might move back here and help out. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I want to do some help. We can't dash from this position. That's the only thing. But I'm being greedy and going for this chest. I've still got 2 rounds to go. So it does mean all the guard dogs are going to move, but hopefully we can take care of them. They're only moving 1. Okay, so is that the end of the round? Well, it's the end of our turns. Yeah, so it's enemy turns. So guard dogs, if they are 2 away, they move 1 towards the highest initiative. So they're all going to move 1, 2, 3 into there. 3 guard dogs. Saboteurs not moving. Recruits, if they were 1 away, they would move, but they're not. Bruisers don't move. Assassins, any assassins left? Just this one over here. They are not 2 away from us. Gang leader isn't moving. So those guard dogs are coming for us. No one's died. Remove block. Nope. Any stun cubes? Nope. Remove red damage cubes. No. Round 2. So nothing's happened with the the artifact. So let's roll. Oh goodness me! Keep rolling misses. I think I want to move, so I'm not going to use the Kaan. Okay. I think we can kill this. Gosh, enemies are going first again. So if the dogs move, I would... It doesn't really matter. The dogs attack highest, so I'm going to protect Varsha, I think. We can't dash, so Varsha will get his block. Maybe I won't. Varsha's going to be okay. Gets block. I was worried about the Shaman's health. The Shaman has 1 less health as well. So Varsha will go high. The guard dogs are no, they're going to move and attack. They're going to do 3 damage. Damn it. Oh no, not necessarily, because this is reactions. It's not their turn. Question is, do we spend some energy to reroll these? I would quite like to. Yeah, I'm going to spend energy to reroll these. Okay, that's better. That is better. We can't dash. Energy reroll, 3 of a kind. Set player order, we have done. So it's enemy reactions. Okay, that's good. So blue 1 or 0 away and leader 2 0 away. No, there's no blue 1 2 3. That's 3 away. So nothing occurs. So it is Varsha's go. So I have to spend these 2 to move in here. And then I will do 1 damage to the bruiser. That removes his armor. And then this one, we can get another block. So we've got 2 block. And now it's the Shaman's go. So the Shaman can use the move and one of his focuses to move into here. And then he has 1 attack. So he does 1 damage to the bruiser. And then we can do another damage with our ice knife, which kills the bruiser. Now we need a focus symbol to open this chest, but we don't have one. That's okay. We can open it maybe at the start of our next turn. So now we start enemy turns. So the dogs, they are 1 2 away from us, so they are all moving into this space. I don't think anyone else is moving. Recruits, 1 away. Bruisers, no bruisers. Assassins, no. And gang leaders, no. So we start the cleanup phase. So is this the last round? Yeah, we're going to take some damage at the end of this. I'm really glad we came this way. So that was a quick round 3. Round 4, enemy reactions are in the middle. So let's see what the Shaman rolls. Okay, interesting. And we want to potentially get a move. We have Okay. So we can move during... Oh, we can dash from here, actually. So those blocks should have gone, sorry. So I think Shaman will dash. And Varsha won't, so he gets a block. And then we can lose this miss, use our vigor to let Varsha re-roll this miss. They get a focus, which is good. And yeah, I think that is good. I think we will have Varsha, the Shaman, go first. Kila will go first, and then he can take out some of these dogs just in case they're going to attack. We're not going to get over here, so we're going to take 1 damage. We'll only take 1 damage. This is an open exit, so we can use this, but we'll take 1 damage from that because we're not going to get round there. Okay, so let's start. So the Shaman is going first. So they are going to do 2 attacks. Take out those 2 guard dogs. And then actually they can use their focus to do an ice knife and kill that other guard dog. And that's the end of their turn. And then Varsha is going to use a focus to open chest A. And we get item 151, Amulet of Nature. And the Amulet of Nature is, oh, that's funny, gain the Insight trait, which is funny because Keelar has the Insight trait, so they've both got their own, each other's traits now. I don't know whether that was worth it. So Keelar has Insight, so they both have the same. Got the same traits. Right. And then he can move, so he'll move out there. But then he can't move any further, and really it doesn't make any difference. Oh, we should have done enemy reactions. Beg your pardon, but blue and purple are not moving. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So we start enemy turns. No more dogs. Blue are not one away. Red are not one away. No bruisers apart from here. They're far away. The assassins are all dead apart from this one who isn't 2 away, and the gang leader isn't 2 away. So nobody's died. Blah, blah, blah. Remove block. End of round. Do you want to play an extra combat round? The hero carrying the stolen artifact must not get knocked out. Leave from any exit. So I guess if you'd gone this way, you could still leave this way. But potentially you'd take more damage. Let's not play an extra combat round. Yes, we can. So we'll confirm those. Each hero covers 1 health and 1 energy. For any heroes that were KO'd, blah, blah, click the skill button. Gems or food you have collected. No, we just collected 1 gem. Pretty pathetic. Actually, we would I just need to check, because when we leave we should take some damage. Heroes suffer 1 damage for every zone they move through that contains any number of enemies. Yeah, so we would have taken 1 damage, but then we get 1 back and 1 energy. Clutching the artifact, you return to the alley where the mysterious voice spoke to you. The bright-eyed cat is already there waiting for you. You hold the artifact up into view. This is the first time you've had a chance to examine it. It is made of a bone-like material. A pulsating orange glow emanates from its core. It still pulses faintly with the same strange energy it released moments earlier. You hold it at arm's length. You're not quite sure you trust it. The voice speaks again. We knew we could trust you. You can leave the artifact here, where you stand. I shall show you our gratitude with a reward of information. There is an old witch who lives just outside the city, deep in the marshes on the north bank of the river Bereket. She has lived in hiding ever since the Ikrel's grandmother conquered the city. She will be hard to find, but if you pay her a visit, she will be more than willing to help fellow enemies of the Ikrel. Return card 153 to the unlock box. So we lose the strange artifacts, I think. Goes back in. Take story card 7 from the unlock box and add it to your story deck. You gave the strange artifact to the mysterious voice in the valley. They promised to remember you. Move the party token to location 17. Okay, well, I need to clear things up first. Got a lot of clearing up to do. Those dogs go in a different box. All these ones go in the same box. Okay. So there we go. So if we look at the table, so location 17, which is on the outside of the city. That's where we were. New side quest. You have unlocked a new side quest. This will be added to your complement in your next rest scene. Okay. Don't know what that means. Side quest, yeah, basically. Our path shall cross again, forest folk. We have eyes everywhere in this city, and you have proven yourself to us. When the time is right, we shall make ourselves known to you again. Without the coughing. You wonder what all this means and whether you can really trust this mysterious voice and the cat that seems to do her bidding. Yet you have other matters to worry about. The flower girl is still in captivity. You resume your search for the guardhouse with a renewed sense of urgency. You stand under an impressive guard tower built within the outer wall of the city. A banner displays the sign of a moon. The houses here are neglected and dingy. So we can go southwest or west. I think we were supposed to be going southwest, so let's go that way. You stand in a major crossroads on the east side of the city. An arch with hanging banners dominates the plaza. Oh, there we are. I think we need to go south. So what did it say originally? The university is southeast of the statue. The guardhouse should be somewhere around there. So southeast. Yeah, sure. Southeast. You stand at an intersection in the city's eastern district. An oak tree stands in the centre of the junction. Oh, there we are. So we're there now, and we want to get here, I think. So we need to go southwest. Or south. Definitely not southeast. You stand in a bustling crossroads in front of a statue of a kneeling scholar in academic robes. To one side, you can see a large plaza in front of an ornate building. An archway leads into a wide courtyard where scholars, young and old, hurry about carrying knapsacks filled with parchments. You have found the University of Isafir. Remove sticker 8. Number 8. The University of Isafir. We are here. Kind of. Yes, this is it. Suddenly, the crowd of scholars parts to make way for a unit of militia escorting a prison wagon. Behind its iron bars, a number of dejected prisoners sit in a huddle. Your heart sinks as you recognize the flower girl among them. She has been heavily beaten. Oh dear. Her eyes are black and swollen, and fresh bruises are blooming on her arms. Off to the gallows with them, someone shouts from behind you. You arrive too late to save her. Oh no. As the wagon turns a corner and disappears from sight, you remember the symbols on the girl's arm. The same symbol you saw on the arm of the bandits who assaulted you. Was the girl in league with the bandits? Who was she working for? You've just lost the only thread you had in the city to find a way to get to Naske. leaving you all out of options. Luckily, you don't stay that way for long. You turn a corner, and a boy dressed in filthy rags approaches you, appearing out of nowhere and pressing a crumpled paper into your hands. Before you can say anything, he disappears just as fast as he appeared. You unfold the paper and read what is written there. To the heroes from the forest, news has reached me that my trusted messenger has fallen into the hands of the Ikral's guards. I am thankful you escaped from their grasp, at least. Find your way to me and make haste. We have much to talk about. Derilos. You turn the note over and find a list of directions on the other side. Place the map of this sphere in front of you and place your party token on location 8. Yes, we are there. Pay close attention to the direction in the story to find your destination. Take card 2 to 8 from the unlock box. Okay. Lots of 227s. 2 to 8. So it says, take it from the lockbox. Use the clues on the card to find the indicated location on the map. Then use the app to navigate there from your hero's current location. So let's have a closer look. Ooh, okay, so there is a boat. Boats and a castle, and this looks very similar to this castle. What do these say? Feather. I think that must be the castle. A feather. You stand in the university square under the gaze of the Roman scholar. Yes, so I need to boat with a sign on it. Is there something I'm missing? Ah, here we go. So you can see this has a squiggle on it. So it's up here. Feather. Feathers. Wings? Maybe this. This statue has a winged horse. Or the person is winged, so they would have feathers. And that makes sense because it's do. Yeah, I think it's definitely there. So how do we get there? Let's go north. So you stand at major crossroads in an arch, yes. And then we will go southwest. You are in a small square just southwest of the caravanserai. A statue of St. Mahabad with her hands raised stands in the centre of the plaza. Yes, here. So now we want to go west. Yes. You are now in the crossroads of the two main avenues in the northwest of Isafir. An inscribed obelisk stands before you. Yes, here. Now we want to go South or southwest? South is the option. You stand in the villa district. A monument in the shape of a great sculpted hand marks the center of the district. Here. Yeah, so we want to go south again. A great flag billows before you, bearing the symbol of Eastsphere. Behind it towers the monument of Etkelaisi the first emperor, riding her horse with a hawk at her shoulder. So I'm here. Go northwest towards the wall. I don't know. I don't want to go north or south. Northwest. You stand on the banner unfurled above you, showing the cross swords, past the gate of fortified bridge across fort whose imposing walls tower above the city. Maybe we have to go to 12. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Let's go east. And then I'm going to go down here. So let's go south. You stand inside the southwest gate of the sphere. The gate is marked with a banner bearing the sign of a palm. Yes. And then I can go south through the gate. New arrived merchant ships are being uploaded at the Precious Field Mountain. With them all standing, there is a statue overlooking the plaza. The statue gives you a sense of freedom here. So then we want to go east. You stand at the harbour docks in front of one of the south gates marked with a banner of an anchor. Yes, here. So now we want to go southeast? Yes. You stand at the eastern edge of the harbour beside the statue of meditating orc. The Halleck district, home to merchants and craftspeople, is the statue of a meditating orc. Okay, yes, that's probably it. So then we want to go south. You stand in front of an old beached gallery with a fat serpent painted on its unfurled sail. A tavern has been built right on it, and the sign above the door welcomes you to the bloated sea snake. You can hear the sound of singing and laughter. Old Beach Galley, yes. Remove sticker 12 from the map key. Move the party token to location 12 if you haven't already. Okay, number 12. The Bloated Sea Snake Tavern. Okay, so that's the first stop. And then I presume we have to do the journey. So we have to go to this castle. So we go north. And then... what is that? Statue of Meditating Orc. So then we have to go northwest. So it's marked with a banner and anchor. So we're going to go... northeast through the gate in the wall. You stand in a square outside these famous breeze gardens, as if guarding the garden. A legion of statues stands with a raised sword. The gate to the inner parts of the city is closed. So we're at 10. Breeze Gardens. I don't know. I want to get here. How do I get here? Gotta go southwest. Let's go west. Merchant ships. All standing tall. There's a statue over the plaza. The statue gives you a sense of freedom. So I'm here. I want to get here. How do I get here? Maybe I go north and then go east. Ah, here we go. The sun is starting to set and the lanterns are being lit. You examine the note more closely and see something you hadn't noticed before, a crude drawing of a feather. This might be a clue of some kind. Perhaps you were looking for a building marked with a feather. Remove stick of 5 from the map key. So stick of 5 is the arsenal. Okay. Yeah, I've been there before. You stand as well with a horn statue at the northeast corner. Yes, so I want to go north. It won't let me. Southeast. No. West. You stand inside the southwestern gate of Eastfair. The gate is marked with a banner bearing the sign of a palm. Right, so I'm back here. So now I want to go north. A great flag billows before you, bearing some monument. Emperor riding her horse with a hawk at her shoulder. I cannot work out. North, don't want to go south. Northwest. I mean, this map is up here, maybe? So we've come from here. It's here, I swear. Did we go north last time, though? Let's go south. A feather. There's no numbers up here, that's the thing. A familiar well. So we're here now. There is nothing I can see that is a feather. that is in that area. Boat. Castle. Feather, surely. This. I have no idea. I just clicked on buttons. So, a familiar figure steps out of the crowd in front of you. You're in the south side of Eastsphere in the Hell Lake district. A temple is nearby. A rundown little building bears a small sign with a feather emblem. You barely spot the entrance. Oh, I want to find it. Oh, there. No. Is it there? I just clicked on buttons then, you see. A great flag billows before it, bearing his foot behind it, towers the one riding a horse. So it must be around there. And then I went south. South. Yeah, I don't get it. Anyway, a familiar figure steps out from the crowd in front of you. It's the same boy who gave you the note. Boss said you'd be brave adventurers, but you've been running all over the place like headless chickens, he says. Look, Boss will whack me if he finds out. He's scared the gods will remember me and follow me, but I'll take you there myself, or you'll never make it there. You let him lead you through the city. You're in the south side of Eastsphere in the Halaric district. A temple is nearby. A run-down little building bears a small sign with a feather emblem. You barely spot the entrance through the heaps of trash that surround it. So I'm not sure if it did that just because we've been taking so long, or, you know, that was, but this makes sense to me, this bit, but then it says it's in the south side, so I don't get that. Enter the building with the feather emblem. You enter the building with a feather emblem. Inside, a surprising scene, rooms comfortably laid out with divans, carpets, and rich tapestries. Remove 16 from the map key and move the party token to 16. Here. Oh, we were in such the wrong place. How are you meant to find that? I guess I should have just followed the map. Yeah, can you see that? Oh no, you can't. Hold on. So I'm pretty dumb. So from here along to this building and the feather. Yeah, I was being too clever, really. So we remove 16. I've visited lots of places though. These stickers don't quite come off. They're not too bad actually. So we're moving the party token to 16. Continue. A half-elf in fine robes rises to his feet. He has an air of easy confidence about him. Derelos makes a sweeping gesture. Welcome to my humble abode, he says. My home is always open to my friends. Although I have to say the matter of our friendship remains to be proven. Thanks to you, my faithful errand girl is almost certainly dead. I'd have expected better of you. But I'm being rude. I have not even introduced myself. My name is Derelos. He hands you a sealed letter. Read it, he says. I'm a stranger to you, and you have no proof I am an ally of yours. Hopefully this will change that. To the chosen champions of Undersion. If this letter has reached you, you have travelled far to answer to my plea. I cannot thank you enough. I remain a prisoner in the Imperial Palace. The primeval forest is ever more present in Iqral's thoughts. There is something in our forest that is essential to his hidden designs. He is, however, occupied with other matters. The campaign across the sea in the Cyrilline and increased tensions with the powers of the old Kaan to the south. Perhaps this is what has brought us time. The Iqral is much loved in this city, but there are allies in the shadows who oppose his tyranny and ambitions. Dareilos is one such ally. He hails from Cyrilline. Like us, his home is placed under the hanging sword of the Chronicles' ambitions. He will tell you what needs to be done. As ever, may the ageless wisdom of the Ixaknen, the eternal tree, guide your way. Naske. Dareilos looks at you expectantly. It's not easy to get word out from the gilded cage of the Imperial Palace. Naske put herself at great risk to make contact and pass on those letters. If the Iqral has even the slightest suspicion of anything, she'd hang on the moor of murmurs before she'd see another dawn. She's as brave as anyone I'd ever crossed paths with. Yet before I say more, you should learn more about Cyrilline. My homeland is across the sea, but you already know what has happened to that once proud land. Do you ask to hear more about Cyrilline? I mean, sure. Be rude not to. What kingdom in all of Aeana can boast of such a trove of past glories? To have walked the streets when the great philosophers held in court in the Agora, to have tended the theatre of Meleti and witnessed the great tragedies. Nowadays it is a land of ruins torn apart by civil war. Do you ask what brought Dareilos to Isafir? Sure. I am here for much the same reasons you are. The Iqral has set his sights on both your homeland and mine. He sees Cyrilline's civil war as an opportunity. He aims to extend Chronicles' influence across the sea. He has established a mission at the harbour of Delphini. He worms his way into the hearts of my desperate, starving kin with gifts of food, shelter, and the promise of security. Of course, the Iqral's charity is a ruse. He wants only to make Cyrilline a vassal state of his empire. I am here to stop him, no matter what. Let's continue. I've had enough story. I promised Naske I'd watch for the heroes that would arrive from the forest to answer her call. Fearing Naske would hurt the Iqral's pride and set back his plans in the forest. I promise you I shall help you in any way I can. Yet there are two problems. Firstly, you can't just walk up to the gates of the Imperial Palace and ask the Iqral for Naske. We'll need to wait for the right opportunity before we can even send word to her without raising suspicion. The second problem is a pressing one. In 3 days, a convoy sails from Isafir carrying 1,000 warriors. The ships will sail north towards Cataphagia. He does not need to say any more for you to grasp the implications. The city of Cataphagia lies on the coast of Borea, north of Isafir. Some years ago, the Iqral's navy seized the city, and he now maintains a garrison there. Cataphagia stands on the borders of the primeval forest. Already, loggers and scouts from the city venture into the forest, troubling the tribes of the region. If the Iqral is sending 1,000 warriors to Cataphagia, this could only mean one thing. He is bringing war to the forest. This must be the reason why Naske is being kept prisoner. The Iqral did not want her bringing this news to the forest. Take story card 9 from the unlock box and add it to your story deck. So we have, you meet Dareilos, a foreign agent working against the Emperor. He bids you to sabotage a convoy leaving Isafir with an army bound for your homeland. I know this is not happy news for you. This is what it's like for all of us living under the shadow of Chronicles. But if we work together, we can stop the convoy from leaving the harbour and save your homeland. I have a plan, trust me. I cannot reveal it to you right now. If one of us is captured by the militia, it would be best if you knew nothing. Let me just say that it will be a tough path with a formidable foe at the end. So prepare well. There will be no time for rest once you set off. Friends, let us meet again when it is time. There is much I still have to prepare for our plan to succeed. Until then, use these days as you see fit. Recover your strength, train, venture out to acquaint yourself with the city, or seek whatever allies and tools will help us oppose the Ikra. If you have not done so already, read the section on rest scenes in the book, page 22, then click Start Rest Scene. You can now visit the blacksmith and training hall during rest scenes. Remove sticker 21 and sticker 22 from the map key. So, 21 and 22, yes. Training hall. And these sticky things. So we've done that. So we've revealed training hall and blacksmith. And we are resting. Take the following items out of the box. So we are taking location cards 194, 196, 197. 194, 196, blacksmith, Derelos hideout, and the training hall. Ooh, let me show you those. Side quest cards. So 206, 207, 208. 6, 7, 8, and 18. So these are side quests. And 3 time tokens. 1, 2, 3. So let us have a look at these. So I have looked at resting, but rest scenes. So the amount of time tokens the heroes have to rest is represented by time tokens. You can spend time tokens to visit a rest location, take a side quest during a rest scene. At the start of every rest scene, the app tells you how many tokens to place into the hero's collective pool. Time tokens do not carry over. Rest locations are friendly places and characters heroes can visit to recuperate, train, buy items. Some rest locations are available from the start of the game, while others can be unlocked depending on your actions, choices, and story progressions. Rest locations cost a variable amount of time to visit as indicated on their locations. Some locations have an eye instead of, yes. These are the shops that have a series of items for sale that you can browse before buying. You may visit such locations to check what they have for sale without paying a time token, but will need to spend the number of time tokens indicated on the card before you can buy any amount of items you have for sale. The rest section over. Side quests. Certain cards represent side quests that your party can attempt during the rest scene. Some details about the quests are given by the cards, but any story or combat is handled by the app as usual. Side quests can be attempted before, after, or in between visiting rest locations. Each side quest will have a threat level from 1 to 4, indicating how dangerous it will be for the heroes to attempt it. This is shown as a row of skulls on the bottom of the side quest card. Most side quests are removed after 2 or 3 rest scenes, so make sure to prioritize the ones you want to follow. All heroes recover all their exhausted energy tokens at the end of a rest scene. Black cubes on armor cards are also fully replenished. When you visit a rest location that offers healing, you may spend any number of gold to recover 2 health. So we're alright for health. Some locations will also allow you to buy food. Food generally costs 1 gold per food token and is placed in the party bag. A hero may discard a food token at any time outside of a combat scene to recover 1 health and 1 energy per food token discarded. Since you only heal 1 at the end, you want blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. So that's interesting. We could do a side quest now. And so we can do side quests before, after, or in between visiting rest locations. So it's not the end of our rest when particularly. So this, for example, this the easiest one is 1 time token, and it's Cult of the Arrowhead. There are others who oppose the Empire's way. Many have fled the city, but those who still linger may be able to offer help if you can find them. So after finishing the rest scene, place the location cards and side quest cards into the party tuck box. Okay, continue. And this says, as you get ready to set out in the city, Dolores approaches you in your chambers. He hands you a purse heavy with coin and waves you away when you ask questions. You are newly arrived at Isafir, he says, and you will not get very far with empty pockets. Consider this an investment. I expect great things from you. Take 3 gold worth of gems. So gems, I think. It's weird how it describes things like that. Like I noticed that gold's worth. But I think 1 gem is like 1 gold. I think. It does describe it somewhere. Gem and food tokens go to the party with gems and food tokens go if combat. That doesn't really say. Maybe it said it in the app. But I'm guessing 3 gold worth. That's such a weird way to describe it. Is 3. So I will take 3. So now it says select the locations or side quest tabs from their respective tabs to spend the available time tokens. Okay, cool. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9 gold's worth of gems, I think. We don't need to go to Dolores's hideout because that recovers 2 health for every 1 gold spent. Blacksmith heroes may buy any number of available items of their shown costs by spending 1 time token. I think we'll go to the blacksmiths. So we can look at these. So let's look at, well, okay, so let's just highlight them all because then we can see them properly. So we have a runic bow, which gives us a blue, which means we can fire, and a coiling whip, which gives us one of those other die, and this one, a biter, which gives us a +1. That would be quite good for Varsha. But I don't think I'm going to do any of those yet, because what I want to do is go to the training hall. That costs 2 time. So if we were to go there, use time tokens to visit. So the training hall, each hero may buy 1 level 1 skill from their decks at the shown costs. So let's look at their decks. So Varsha's, these are all level 1. Lightning Bolt, deal 2 damage to 1 enemy up to 2 zones away, ignoring target restrictions. Wow. And we only have 9 to spend. I was just checking to see if I had anything that got me skill attacks, which are these ones. But there isn't anything in there. Skill ones to do that. Let's have a look at Varsha. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Varsha does have certain things. So head chopper. So 1 focus and a skill attack is a normal attack +3. So that's 4 damage, which is great. Overkill. If you deal at least 3 damage to an enemy in 1 turn and defeat them, recover 1 energy. Wow. Slash. So that's a skill attack. Gets +1. So that's 2 damage. I think I might get that for him. Because he's already got this die as well, which that makes it a skill attack. And there's another one. So I think maybe that would go. There's this as well, aim blow, which makes a normal attack into a skill attack. But I don't have enough money for all these things. I want to get a skill attack. Because been doing 2 damage. That's quite awesome as well. I think I've got to prioritize what I'm going to get. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm definitely visiting the training hall. And we have to spend 2 time tokens to do that. So he's getting slash, which costs 4. I really want to make sure that that's right. Why not just say gems? I don't get that. Why it says gold as. Cost in gold. Yeah, I mean, how much gold you have to pay it. Skills. It's just very odd. Like, it's so well done, this game, but to have gems and then say it's gold. Why not just have gold or pay gems? Why have both? Maybe there's a reason that I do not know. Yeah, that must be right. Okay, so the question is, do I want Kila to buy something? And I only have 5 left now. So maybe... this converts. See, this would be great if I had. So I can't have that. I could have drum dance, change 2 rolls of anything of the same type into that many focuses. Could be useful. Deal 1 damage to an enemy in your zone. Discard focus tokens from your shamanic drum to deal 1 per token to the same enemy. Energy rush. Oh, spend an energy. So we can have up to 2 tokens in our shamanic drum. So we could do 3 damage with that, which is pretty cool. That would leave us 1 gold, which we could buy some food. Command Beast, select a W minion, a white minion up to 2 zones away. Discard a focus to either move that minion 1 zone or cause that minion to deal 1 damage to an enemy in its zone. Then daze the minion commanded this way. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Dazing. I haven't dazed anyone yet. Stun rather than daze. A stunned minion's abilities such as blocker or frontliner are ignored while it is stunned. During enemy actions, a stunned enemy does not react, but another token of that enemy type will react instead. During enemy turns, a stunned enemy will not activate. When a hero stuns a minion, place a green stun cube on them. The enemy's stun cube and thus the stun effect will be removed during cleanup. When a hero is stunned, place a blah blah blah. Okay, that's quite cool. That's quite cool. Spirit Walk. Focus and move, or focus into a move, or Focus into you or another hero in your zone moves one zone, ignoring movement restrictions. Also pretty good. 2 focuses. Stun 1 minion in your or an adjacent zone. That's pretty good. Stone Vortex is too expensive. Spinning Dance, I don't fancy that. That doesn't work yet. Dance of Yitzhak, Neen. Recovery, I think I'm alright for that. I've got my heal. We feel okay for that at the moment. Blessings of the Ancient Forest. During preparation, discard 2 focus to allow all heroes in your zone to reroll. Yeah, that'd be better if I had more players. Lightning Bolt's too expensive. Drum Dance. Change up to 2 symbols on dice of the same type into that many. So that's a way of getting more focus, which would work with this one. I think I might get Commanding Beasts, you know. So I'm going to get that, and I pay 4. Oops. And that's the end of the training hall. So then I can go to Dolores' hideout. It's 0 time, so I can go there. Dolores, Delos. So we can. Heroes may also buy food for 1 gold each. So we will buy 1 food with our 1 gold left. So we get a food. So we've done that. And we still have 1 time. The blacksmith. We don't have gold for anymore, so we're not going to go there. So I think we'll do a side quest. The question is, which one should we do? I don't want to do a really dangerous one, so that one's out. Emperor's Speech. The Ikrol, the Immortal Emperor, has chosen subjects of tribal archers. Might be a good idea to see the Immortal Emperor with your own eyes. That is tempting. The Covered Market. Orjan and Orvar, merchant bugbear brothers from your homeland, Undersoin. They ply their wares in the famed covered market of the First Wall. It would be good to meet fellow forest folk and share their thoughts on the city. They might want to sell some things, and we've used all our money. Cult of the Arrowhead. There are others who oppose the Empire's ways. Many have fled in the city, but those who still linger may be able to offer help. I think we'll do this one, Cult of the Arrowhead. So let's start that. To take on the Ikrol in his own capital, we need all the help we can get, Derelos says. There are others in the city who oppose the Empire's ways. I have heard of the cult of Maker that is older than the Empire. Though their god is the same as the Ikrols, their beliefs are considerably heretical by Katarol's priests. Most have fled Ephisophere, but a few linger. Their secret mark is an arrow. Wherever you see it by the side of a door, knock and you shall find help. You set out to find the cult of the Arrowhead. You're in the south side of Ephisophere in the Halaric district. A temple is nearby. There is the entrance to the building where you first met Derelos. Okay, so an arrowhead. So let's just put these to one side for now. And we have our new abilities, which is exciting. And I reckon that can probably go back. We'll put that there. We spent this time token. So arrowheads. Ah, there's one here. Let's say is an arrow. Yeah, not arrowhead. So I'm going to go here. So go north. District. 2 obelisks in 1 square. Yes, I'm here. So then I'm going to go northeast. Southern gate, a banner of a watchful eye. Yes, there is an eye there. And then I'm going to go northwest through the gate. You stand in the square in the southeast of his sphere. Between the first and second wall, a small temple of Maker stands in the middle of the square. You can hear the chatter from a nearby restaurant. The dome of the temple has an arrow stuck in it. Enter the temple. You enter the temple. Inside, a keeper dressed in robes greets you with a calm, soothing voice. Maker be with you, she says. I can see by your attire you're not people of Cartacol, but Maker welcomes all. How may I be of assistance on this fine day? She extends her arm in greeting, and for just a moment you catch a glimpse of an arrow mark on her skin beneath the sleeve of her robe. Do you say you would like to make a donation? Ask about the arrow on the roof. I don't have any money. The priest lowers her voice. Our Ikrul might want us to believe otherwise, but Maker is worshipped in many ways and under many names. The Ikrul's cult doesn't have a sole claim to him, as much as they would like to think so. I belong to a cult of Maker that is older than the Empire, and that worships the Father Creator in our own way. Do you say you would like to make a donation? Tell her where you come from. I don't have any money. The priest speaks in a hushed whisper. I see, then we have something in common. Perhaps you will find it in your heart to help a fellow enemy of the Empire. The situation has become more dangerous for us. The Ikrul's priests and the city guard are more vigilant than ever. I am purchasing safe passage out of his sphere for the members of our cult. If you helped us, I am certain the Maker would watch over you with kindness. I don't have any money, so I'm going to ask if the Maker... He listens, always listens. He listens also now. Do you... I'm donating money, but I don't have any money. Maker is very happy, she smiles. And so am I. This will help my congregation safe and sound. You have done a good deed, and I'm certain the Maker shall reward you handsomely. She holds out a small bag of cloth. You have no gold. Donate nothing. Maker listened. Maker saw. She escorts you out and closes the door behind you. You proceed to find another location marked with an arrow. Oh, God, okay. That was annoying. Ah, there's another one. So there is another one here. The tree. Yeah, so we're here. So let's go to this one with the tree. Which, you know, we're from the forest. So we're going northeast. Temple with a star above. So we're here. And then we're going north. Stand the University Square under the gaze of the... And then we're going northeast. You stand at the intersection of the city's eastern district. An oak tree stands in the centre of the junction. You can't help but notice the arrow sticking into the oak. Investigate the arrow. You approach the oak tree, intent on inspecting the arrow. You realise you are not alone. A kobold sits in its branches, carefully picking acorns. He wears the marks of Maker. Greeting, friends, he says. Give me a moment and I'll gladly share the word. True to his word, he descends in a moment with the basket full of acorns. He looks you up and down with delight. You are forest folk, he says, all the way from the primeval forest. I'm sure you must be busy, but I love to sit and talk about trees all day. You might have noticed, but trees are kind of my thing. You've caught me harvesting acorns. I used them to make an invigorating brew to give to those who worship Maker in my own way. Perhaps you find it strange that a devotee of Maker is tending to a tree. Maker is usually associated with forges and industry, hammers and iron. Certainly that's how Iqbal sees his god. But we see Maker in every care and labour of diligent hands, even the unseen hands of nature. What about you, forest folk? Do you also see the sacred in growing things? Let's tell him about the beliefs of the forest. Choose a player to take a medium law test. Okay, so I don't know how to do tests. Tests. Certain to perform some of these tests taken by heroes or by anyone unlike games specifies there are 3 difficulties: easy, medium, and hard. Easy tests require you to roll 1 die, medium tests 2 dice, and hard tests 3. To succeed in tests, you must score successes on every die you roll as a part. So yes, these are dice used for testing. A square yields a success. If a die shows this, you score a success if you have a trait matching the type of test in question. So it's a law test, so we do not have that. If you successfully complete medium or hard tests, you will gain trait points in the app. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one of us does the test. Yes, we have a success. So we click success. You gain a trait point. You tell him about the forest tribe's devotion to the goddess Flora, who watches over things that are born, that grow, that bloom and fruit and die. He listens with rapt attention. We venerate different gods, he says, but we have much in common in how we see the world. I'm happy to offer you the hand of friendship. Wait here, he says, I have a gift for you. He climbs up the tree and comes back down with a small vial. I make this from the acorns. It's not much, but I hope you will find it useful. Take card 177. I'm going to put this card back first. 228 177. Vitality potion. At any time, recover all your energy, then return this card. Great. You proceed to find another location marked with an arrow. Okay, so this, well, anyone can take this, so I will put it with the Shaman because I think that would be the most useful for him. So we need to find another arrow. Those two are in the center of places, but it doesn't mean they all are. It's about continuing on there. It's a tree. keys. Oh, there's an arrow. There is an arrow right here. Oh, we've got a long way to go. Okay, so let's go south. So we go here, and let's go south again. And it's saying you've been wandering the city for a while, it's getting late. Give up or keep looking. No, I want to keep looking. But I'm glad it gives you the option. So we'll go south again. Here we are. So we'll go west. There. And then west again. So raise sword here. So let's go southwest. Harbour docks in front of the south gates, marked with the banner and the anchor. Yeah, and so we're going southeast. And then we're going south. Yeah, let's walk into the tavern. You walk into the tavern and take a seat. Eyes suspiciously cast in your direction, but they all look away the second you meet them. The place is lively with conversation and activity, but you can feel the locals huddled together and away from you. You try to find out more about the arrow stuck in the tavern's chimney, but your inquiries are met with silence. Just as you are about to give up, a hooded goblin walks up to your table and leaves a note scrawled with a hasty message. Across the road, down steps to the docks. The blue door will open for you. You leave the tavern and follow the directions. You have no trouble finding the blue door in an alley off a narrow street sloping down to the harbour. Inside, the goblin who slipped you the note stands next to an Alkane who barely fits in the room. The Alkane ignores your entrance and strokes a furnace of glowing embers. "We are always happy to meet others who live in the shadows of the Empire," the goblin says, "but we don't know you, and you can't swing a cat in this affair without hitting one of the Ikral's spies. Before we can trust you, you'll need to submit to our challenge." The Alkane pulls the poker out of the embers. At the end, glowing red hot, is a brand in the shape of the arrow. "In the fires of Maker we are forged," the goblin says. "With its iron you shall be forged anew. If you can bear the brand without showing pain, we can trust you not to start calling out every name you know as soon as the false Emperor's guards put you to the test." The Alkane pokes the brand in your direction. You get the distinct feeling she loves this part of her job. Each hero takes an easy resilience test. Well, we both have resilience. So an easy one is rolling one die, I think. Must be. Yeah. And we both have the resilience. So there's only one side I think that is a fail. So we have a 5 in 6 chance. So that was the Shaman, succeeds, and the Mercenary fails. So some fail. The Alkane looks at you with disdain, howling pain. "Maker forge you out of weak stuff," she growls. "Take this, you'll need it. Now get out of my sight. My patience wears thin. You are no longer welcome here. Gain 1 food." I wonder what we would have gained. You return to your hideout, having made acquaintance with others who, like you, live in Eastface's shadows and oppose the Ikral's authority. It's a relief to know you are not completely alone in this strange land. Move the party token to location 16. back here. And discard card number 218, the Cult of the Arrow. Yes, so the Cult of the Arrowhead is discarded. As you play incoming, you want to take unlocks your some of these. When cards are removed from play, they are either returned or discarded. Return cards are placed back in the iron box. In the latter case, the deck should be shuffled. When a card is discarded, that card is placed in the graveyard section of the unlock box. These cards are not used in the rest of the campaign. Some cards have to replace them with others. In this case, discard the current card and corruption cards are discarded to the graveyard. Enemy cards that have been used in combat scene will often be reused in future combat scenes. Place these in the enemies encountered section of the unlock box. Ah, okay. Wish I'd read that before. So Cult of the Arrowhead goes into the graveyard. And so all these encountered cards go into the encountered section. And I didn't put the guards and all that stuff, but the militia, but that's fine. Great. So we return to the scene, and we've used all 3 of our time tokens, so we can go back to Derelos. But we don't need to. Because Derelos, we can buy food and recover health, and we don't need to do that. So we confirm, yeah, that's fine. And we can't do any more side quests because they cost time. So we end the rest scene. You feel rested. All heroes recover all their energy. So Keelar had 1 energy to recover. Replenish armor cubes on any armor items you are wearing. So they will both get their armor back. And we continue. And I think, so, oh, actually, here you can see, which I hadn't noticed before, up at the top, Act 1. So we did the 2 battles, we've rested. So now we have another battle and a big battle, and then we rest again at the end of the act. And this is in 3 acts. So, yeah, so these cards that we have will go back in our box. So they go in there. And he goes in there as well. And yeah, I think that's where I'm going to pause because I have been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes. So we're going to pause there. And yeah, there's a lot more exploring and stuff and on the map, which I was just getting used to because we've never done that before. But it's interesting. And we've got new skills. So now Varsha has got his new skill Slash, and Keelar has got his new skill Command Beasts, which is awesome. And our story, I don't know what happens with these story cards. We're just collecting them. But I'm going to pack this up because tomorrow I am playing Tidal Blades 2. So I will have to get that set up for tomorrow. And there we go. That's our second part of FATEFORGE, Chronicles of Kaan. And I look forward to keeping playing this. I'm really interested now that we've got a new skill for our heroes, what that's going to do and how they're going to play, because yeah, they're really interesting skills that they've got. We have some food, which is good. We're healthy and full of energy, which is also good. So yes, really looking forward to it. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next live stream. Okay, bye.